Hello everybody, welcome back. My name is Winback, and on today's episode of Pokemon Unite, we're going to be playing Machamp. And in this video, you're going to watch me go into the lane instead of the jungle, because I think Machamp can be played basically anywhere, but maybe I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong if you need to. It's a YouTube video. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe your heart out, and let's get into it. This is one of my Ultra games in Ranked, so we are playing with complete randos, and we are getting aggressive as fuck with Machamp. Swearing in the beginning of the video. I think that's bad, but that's okay. I don't care. This is probably my favorite character in the game. If we're being honest, Machamp is just all sorts of fun. His kit is super aggressive. His auto attacks are going to slow with every boosted attack that you get. You're going to slow down the guy that you punch. And then since Pikachu has already burned his eject button, we're going to snag that kill as well. Looks like Zorora wants to come fight too. Going to take out our Fletchling, but we did trade the kills at least. So we can get these 22 points in, get ourselves some health back and some XP on the turn in too, and then pick up the submission at level 5. Submission is your big bread and butter CC ability. I don't know why Machamp decided, or Machamp decided, Machamp is the first one. Machamp went for the Combi. And remembered the Combi with the submission instead of the Pikachu, because I was pushing the, Pikachu button, not the Combi button. So, little bit unfortunate. Can we get out here? My focus band has been procced. If my Score Bunny, Cinder, it's whatever is in between those two had been helping me really at all, that Zorora would have been dead. Because Machamp, Machoke, and Machop can all fight with very little health. They are crit monsters. They do lots of burst damage, and the CC that you're getting with the crit rate increase from submission is disgusting. Absolutely gross, and you can 100% just crush people in lane with this character. Now that being said, if you're getting poked out, if you're getting destroyed by a Cinderace or a Scorbunny or whatever from range, things get a little bit more difficult. But as soon as you have submission and you can be completely unstoppable every time that you activate your movement speed, things get really gross. In a good way. Not like, 2-week-old belly button lint, but more like gross in the way that too much cake is gross. Ta-da. She actually evolved at the worst possible moment, and my submission disappeared. No, you don't gather in the top lane, you gather in the bottom lane, because that's where Dreadnought is. Hopefully the rest of the team will realize what's going on, because this is Ultra, and I would hope that people have brains at this point. Looks like Pikachu and Zorora want to get the Rotom, and there are plenty of us down here to get the Dreadnought instead. Looks like the enemy team may have started it as well. I need to get over to this fucking Cinderace. Couldn't grab him in time. He fainted away. One of the biggest counters in the game to Machamp is Cinderace, because the range on the autos from that character are disgusting, is disgusting, and he can do it from a million miles away while kiting you in any direction that you can. So if your submission and cross chop are down and you don't have your eject button, you're basically fucked. And then if you end up missing your submission because Cinderace used a feint to go completely unstoppable through it, then you're ultimate fucked. Because likely you've just gone in with your cross chop, blown your submission, and now you don't have anything to rely on, because you're never going to get in melee range of that character to punch them to death, which is kind of sad. But anyway, we've got our level 8 coming quite nicely along, and then level 9, pretty soon we'll get our Unite move, which is going... I'm dead. Holy fuck, I took a lot of damage. It looks like that was mostly Crustle too. Let's get the Corphish out of here, get some XP. I just need a little bit of a boost. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate you. Can we get in there and get the Crustle or the Pikachu maybe? Yes, Crustle went completely unstoppable, leaving Pikachu to die. Fantastic. The cooldowns on Machamp aren't the greatest in the world, but They're also not the worst. I'd say that they're about mid-range on what you need. Submission being the longer one, and cross chop being on the shorter side of the mid-range. But since it's your movement ability, it is definitely going to be the one that you use more often. Can we? I don't know if we want to push with Rotom, but I think maybe we're just going to do it because they're already down there. Now Dreadnaught's in 30 seconds. I'm a little bit worried, but oh no, I missed everything. I didn't get the submission. I didn't get the punches. Everything fell apart at the worst possible time. I want to go back in though. Oh no, submission, slam, punches, lots of punches. Can we get the crits? No, everything's terrible. Fuck. Okay, it's fine. Everything's fine. I can't get away from it, Zorora. I don't even know why I tried. I thought maybe those cooldowns would come up, but you can see what I mean. The cooldown for submission, being that it is 11 seconds, is pretty crazy. So if you use it at the beginning, or if you manage to, ooh, down you go. I'm going to die because I was stunned by the Gardevoir at the last possible moment, but we'll deal with it. We traded the Gardevoir, so the Dreadnought should be pretty free without the ultimate, and looks like Cinderace went down too. Gardevoir, the ultimate from Gardevoir is a huge objective secure, so she can just plop that on a Dreadnought or Zapdos at any given moment, and he's not going to get to turn in. No, he was thinking. The other objective truth of Machamp is that he is good on objectives. If you have submission up, your crit rate increases, and then if you have crit items, you're going to be able to punch down either Zapdos or Dreadnought or Rotom fairly quickly. But the other cool thing about him is that since he can be completely unstoppable while using submission, you can submission and then die just like that. But then while you're unstoppable, you can dip in, steal the Rotoms, the Dreadnoughts, the Zapdoses with your cross chop, which will also have increased critical chance. So if you are in some dire straits and you just have to dive on that objective boss, hit those buttons, submission first, and then cross chop, and then time your moves as best you possibly can. If you have your ult up too, remember your Unite move does benefit from the crit rate increase from submission as well, so always hit submission first and then hit your ultimate. We've got it coming up here in just a second. We've got to slam the Pikachu, punch him into the wall. Crussel's got too much health for us to live, or us to kill him through. Can we get out? Can we get out? The cross chop is up. We're away from the Crussel. There is nothing that Kurt Russell can do to stop us now. Everything is fine. I don't know why a lot of people like to call Machamp C tier. I mean, I think this character's fantastic, especially with the amount of damage that he can do and just kind of the all-rounder bruiser mega purpose that he has everywhere on the map. In the jungle, he's amazing because you can just ramp up real quick. Your ganks are absolutely disgusting, by the way. And then even in lane, I mean, if you have a partner to lane with that will, you know, at least share some of the... Oops, our Cinderace got it, thank God. That would have been terrifying, but luckily somebody was on it. I wasted my ult way too early. I should not have done that. Probably should have just died on the bottom side, now that I think about it. But the Pikachu kill earlier with our Unite move was not worth the amount of secure that we gave up on the Zapdos bit. So if Zapdos is up or you are approaching that 2-minute mark, remember not to waste your ultimate, because that is going to help you out extremely when it comes to killing the Zapdos, or knocking out the Zapdos, securing the objectives. And now we're just going to sit on the catapult here and wait for the enemy team to arrive. 3 of them are, well, yeah, 3 of them are now KO'd again. So there's the Gardevoir. Let's hop on up there. Get this knocked out. Got the didn't even get the slam, just got the really hard squeeze from the submission. And that's about it. There's only 10 seconds left in the game. Nothing that the enemy team can do to even come back at this point. Can we get a Pikachu knockout before the game is over? The cross chop absolutely slapping the electric mouse Pokemon. I mean, to unconsciousness. I love that sound clip too. When you get the when you're going for the 50-point turn in, that's nuts. Anyway, that is it for me. That was your Lane Machamp Ultra gameplay, and we'll be back next week with some more stuff. Hopefully, there's some more Pokemon released soon because Sylveon is boring. But see you guys later.